Well, I'll say, okay, so above $1, we're at a penny. Below $1, we're at 4 decimal places. And below a penny, we're going to coin a new term today, cinco zil, right? 5 zeros and a 1. I cannot see any value in allowing these stocks to be quoted in 6 decimal places. I mean, any trade, you know, so that means the lowest offer you could publish if there's no bid is 5 zeros and a 1. Any trade less than 10,000 shares is less than a penny of total value. How do you clear those trades? I mean, somebody could literally just keep buying stock and never pay because you can never collect. You can never collect. I mean, it is, you know, I mean, you know, today it's 3 zeros and a 1 is the lowest you can quote, and you know, the smallest trade you can clear is 100 shares. But I don't think we have any trades less than. I mean, we have maybe a few, but it's really going to, I think, create a whole new world of these kind of super ZIL stocks that trade, you know, billions of shares a day and, you know, very little dollar volume, which is of course very expensive to process that kind of order flow. And now plus, you know, you would have a 30 basis point ECN fee possibly on top of that. I can't even do that math.
I mean, I have 3 big points. One, it facilitates fraud. The stocks that trade under a penny, they're just printing presses. You know, there's lots on the bulletin board that are registered, and they're properly or maybe improperly schemes to evade registration. And in the pink sheets, and all these guys have realized that instead of doing a pump and dump, you just do a dump and dilute. And that's all those share volume ones are. There's just tons of stock flying into the marketplace. By creating all these more increments, these guys can do better dilute and dump. So that is idiotic. 2, could you imagine going to a Sotheby's auction and someone's bidding on the latest Warhol, and they're like, I want to bid $25 million and $1. And the next guy's like, $2, $25 million and $2. Markets have increments because you've got to have someone to move an amount. And you know that, you know, we had a study by Christie who did the NASDAQ spread study. So he's pretty much, you can say that he is fairly against manipulative market increments. We brought out those increments. We've submitted the study to FINRA numerous times. They didn't discuss it at all in this process, which is, you know, rather incredible. I think a new dynamic comes from, I think the starting point should be the Christie study, and I think the second point should be that access fees should be 30% or 1/3 of whatever the increment is at that. And you know, there should be increments based on wherever the tier levels are, make it simple to figure out for market makers, make it so any access fee that arrives doesn't create a de facto locking system and a de facto open window, open door, open safe at the bank. Because yes, you can go chase those guys, and FINRA will do it if they're a member firm. Most likely they're not. But it creates a whole bunch of wasted effort by the industry for something that, you know, could have been stopped by just basic market structure rulemaking.
We don't purport to know all the right increments for all this, and again, that's the point of the notice and comment process. So let's definitely voice those comments in the process, and we have to take them under consideration, you know, by regulatory rules.
Can I interject just one thing? The comment process for this is finished tomorrow. We have asked for an extension. Amy has. Go on.
And it's electronic filing of comments, so it's, you know, it's fairly easy. I think, and I don't want to speak out of turn, but I think about, you know, I think the commission was really behind some of these really lower increments based on their concern about quoting and trading activity going on in that space. But I think we had originally probably had moved towards less of probably cutting it off, I think, and not going that far down. And then finally, any market can decide where they cut off the quote, right? So it's not, we're just saying where the outside is, but Pinks and Bulletin Board can cut off wherever they want.
Your increments will be where it matched. I mean, we tried having our increments below $1, and the problem is it became too complicated with reverse Mannings. So whatever increments are chosen by the rule, the markets will all follow. I mean, I'm sure Barry would say on the ATS side, I mean, you know, we're the consolidated quote facility, so So we're just gonna do the quote side is, negotiated trades back and forth happen, but I'm sure for orders, Barry's gonna match whatever orders you're allowed.
Yeah, I mean, the customers are gonna drive it to the rule that they're gonna wanna step ahead of somebody for, what do we call it? Single Zil? So, I mean, if they put the rule there, then that's what people are gonna want us to do.
I mean, I remember when a trader, if you said the word teeny, you were considered just like the lowest of low. And now it's like, I'm Cinco Zil. Print some more shares.